You're like, I don't know if I'm going to be rejected or if I'm going to be accepted. And that's kind of like the best and worst case scenarios here. You know, one where you're out by yourself out in the middle of the, you know, forest of pouring water. And the other one, you're, you know, getting married underneath the Hierophant. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. Leo, you have a change you want to make. And it's making you a little nervous. So, let's do a reading on this. Find out what unacknowledged fears are getting in the way of you making this change. Find out the worst and best case scenarios and what will actually happen or potentially actually happen. So let's get that started. We're going to go with a bit of the major arcana to do this. And then, of course, we're going to clarify with a full deck too. So while I get this shuffled here, death card. Of course it's changed. Universe has been messing with me today. Anyways. So what you want to do, if this doesn't resonate, check out your sun, moon, rising, or any other prominent placements in your chart. Check those out. Also, please note, I am currently moving literally this week. However, it wasn't soon enough to avoid them doing roof work on the building next to mine. So I'm moving to my house here this week. You'll start seeing new videos at that location after this one, I think. But I've turned up the music to try to drown it out. I don't know how good it's going to sound, though. Sorry about that. Let's get started here. So what unacknowledged fear here is in the way of Leo making this change? What unacknowledged fear is in the way for Leo making this change, please? What unacknowledged fear is in the way? Top. Okay, we've got justice. Fear of being treated fairly. I mean, unfairly, excuse me. I'm going to say unfairly. You could also be concerned about something coming back to you that, you know, because it happened. You know, what I see here is someone being concerned of something coming back to you for some bad behavior you had in the past. Kind of like, you know, oh, I got this job and everything, but you cheated somebody out of it or something like that. Because, you know, we're not perfect, right? No judgments here. But you're concerned about that stuff coming back and coming to light. So either being treated unfairly or having your own stuff come back at you. You're kind of like karma, you know? Okay, so what's the worst case scenario if Leo makes this change, please? Worst case scenario if Leo makes this change, please. What's the worst case scenario if Leo makes this change? Almost. Worst case scenario if Leo makes this change, we've got the Star. Interesting. That's a pretty good worst case scenario if you ask me. Could literally be an Aquarius in your life getting in the way. Worst case scenario, if that's the case. But I mean, really, this talks about like you seeing what path you need to be on. I don't see how that could be a worst case scenario. But I mean, a lot of times if you're seeing the path that you need to be on, you're not actually on that path yet. Does that make sense? So maybe, you know, potentially just seeing where it's at from the outside. Maybe realizing that whatever decision, whatever change you made, maybe it was a bad decision because you're seeing it from the outside now rather than being on it. Well, we're going to get some clarification cards to find out some details. So Let's see here. All right, so what's the best case scenario? Best case scenario if Leo makes this change, please. Star path. Left with a bunch of hope. Yeah, it's like you're concerned about making the wrong decision and seeing it pass you by or something like that. That's what it makes me feel like. All right, show me, let's see, best case scenario if Leo does this. Best case scenario, please. Best case scenario for Leo. Almost. There we go. We have the Hierophant. Commitment. Commitment and going down the path that you've always wanted to be and going down the traditional path that you've always wanted to be on. Best case scenario. Having a designated way to go. Does that make sense? Judgment coming up too. If this is a relationship, because I'm like chewing on all of these at the same time. If this is a relationship, it's like, you know what it's like, what it feels like. Now, of course, I'm not drawing cards to check on this, but what it feels like, it's like, should I tell this person this secret or not? That's what it feels like. Should I tell this person this secret or not? And the thing is that worst case scenario, suddenly you're outside of it. Suddenly you're outside of whatever this was with this person. But also, you know, best case scenario, we've got commitment and they like you anyways. You know what I mean? And you're concerned, your fear is being treated a certain way. Being treated a certain way. You're not sure how they're going to react to it. You're like, I don't know if I'm going to be rejected or if I'm going to be accepted. And that's kind of like the best and worst case scenarios here. You know, one where you're out by yourself out in the middle of the, you know, forest of pouring water. And the other one, you're, you know, getting married underneath the Hierophant. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. What's the most likely result of this? Here we go. We've got the Devil. Lots of heavy emotions for sure. Lots of heavy emotions for sure. I'm going to say extreme emotions, because that's what the Devil is. It's all about excess. Okay. It's all about excess and everything like that. Could be anger. Could be fear. Let's get some details. Let's find out what's going on. All right. What's going on for Leo? What are they doing? Okay. Tell me more about this Justice card, please. Whoa. Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Wands. What else? One more, please. Yeah, this started to come out earlier, too. Seven of Cups. You know what I feel like? So, yeah, I feel like you've made some questionable choices here. You've made some questionable choices in the past. And you feel like what you have coming to you is going to be harsh. You've made some questionable choices, and you're afraid that what's coming to you is going to be harsh, because this Queen of Swords, she's harsh. She's brutal. But Knight of Wands, it means it's something that you acted out of a passionate moment or something like that. or did something. This knight right here with the Knight of Wands is the one that's most likely to get himself in trouble. Okay? That knight is the one that's most likely to get himself in trouble when presented with options of different things. And when you make a mistake, right? Assuming it's a mistake, now you're having to come up on it. Ooh, Leo. Okay. Hope it's not too rough. Let's see here. What's the star? Show me the star, please. Why is the star here for the worst case scenario? We've got the Knight of Pentacles. 2 more, please. Good. 9 of Cups. See, it's not too bad. Not too bad. And then we have 4 of Cups. Okay. Yeah, so what I feel like here is that so you did it. As far as like whatever this change that you're wanting to make, you did it. And what this is saying is that it feels like you're like resetting. It's almost like a karmic resetting, okay? It's like a karmic resetting, but the thing is that whoever you're talking to on this, the one that you're scared of actually having it come back at you, is not going to move away from you. That's what it feels like. It feels like that person or entity or whatever it is moving away from you, and now you're by yourself with this 9 of Cups here. It's like you've been freed. Okay? It's like you've been freed. And you didn't really want to be freed with this 4 of Cups. Didn't really want to be freed. But you're going to take your hits. Okay? Because you're the 9 of Pentacles in here. You're going to take your hits. This Knight of Pentacles can take a hit. And he doesn't move. So you're taking responsibility for whatever this is, and rolling with it. And it does say that, yeah, sure, you may be out, and I'm going to call it out in the cold. There's no 5 of Pentacles here or anything like that, but you're going to be out, and you didn't want to be released, but you understand why you have been. You know what I mean? You're accepting. All right, show me the Hierophant here. What's the Hierophant for best case scenario? Okay, that was too many. Too many. Hierophant, please. Yep, 4 of Swords came out last time too, so it came out again. 4 of Swords. Healing. Talking it out. Tell me a couple more, please. We've got the Queen of Pentacles and the Moon. Okay. Talking it out, for sure. Bringing out everything that's in the dark. Everything that's in the dark and owning up to it, really. Again, those pentacles are all about like self responsibility. What's the word I'm looking for? It's where somebody, takes responsibility. I keep saying responsibility, and that's not the word I'm looking for. Somebody acknowledges that they're the one that's causing the issues. You know what I mean? As far as their own issues, that kind of thing. Whatever. I can't think of the word. Okay, so let's check out the Devil here. How's this going to work out? Show me the Devil, please. We've got the World. For most likely result, the World. What else? 2 more cards. Ace of Wands. 1 more for Leo, for the Devil, please. Interesting. Okay. So we've got the World, Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the 2 of Pentacles. That's a lot of truth to be told. Okay. What this is saying to me, Leo, is that, yes, it's going to be some heavy emotions here. Heavy emotions with this person. I feel like this person also is going to be coming clean with their own shit. And you're not really expecting it. It's going to kind of I feel like it's going to blindside you. There's going to be an ending of a way of being when it comes to something. It could be how you guys interact with each other. It could be the ending of, secrets or whatever, because we do have the moon card out here. It could be an ending of secrets and stuff like that. It could be that. I'm noticing that I've got all the aces here except the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? And remember I said that Knight of Pentacles takes responsibility. Queen of Pentacles takes responsibility for their actions. We've got the Two of Pentacles. Now suddenly what this is telling me is that it took two. Both of you. And so this person's going to take the responsibility from their side too. They're going to take the responsibility from their side too. For their own piece of it. Their own accountability. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, accountability. Taking accountability for their own part in it. Okay? So there is going to be some emotions, but I think it's going to be, it feels really, I keep wanting to say complete, but that's not the word I'm looking for. It feels really satisfying as far as like the result. It doesn't say anything about like what'll happen for the future with the Hierophant or whatever. I mean, the Hierophant, if you look at that too, it's like confession, to the priest, that kind of thing. Confession, you confess your sins, that kind of thing, and you have healing and all the stuff comes out of the dark, that kind of thing. Thing is that person isn't a priest, but there is confession, and then what happens is that then they confess their own sins, and something does end between you as far as like, it doesn't necessarily mean that the relationship is ending. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It could, but it could be just where you guys turned the other cheek to this before, and now you're not going to. Now you're actually going to, hit it head on. So, all right, Leo, that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you, and I'll see you next time.